Hey everyone, so I wanted to talk to you guys about the MAC event that I went to last night. It was MAC's new collection that's coming out, a tartan tail, and they do this every year where they have like a pre-release party for the holiday collection, and it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. It was really interesting. They had a lot of interesting foods. I didn't like any of the appetizers except for the dessert that they had, which was shortbread dipped in dark chocolate, and I love dark chocolate and I love shortbread, so it was like really, really good. But the drinks were awful. It was bourbon and something, and I never had bourbon before, and it was so gross. But they did have sparkling water, so that was fine. And the registers actually stopped working. Like when we were done looking around and there's tons and tons of people, the registers stopped working. This lady had like this huge amount of stuff she was getting. I mean, she must have been a professional or something, but she had this huge order. And I think that's probably what was causing the crash. But anyway, like the registers just kept failing, so we literally stood in line for 2 hours, which really sucked because, you know, we were actually only in there probably like 35 minutes, and then when we went, you know, to pay for our stuff, it ended up being a 3-hour event. So it was really, I felt really bad for the employees, but other than that, we had a really good time. I only picked up a few things. To be honest with you guys, I was only going to pick up one thing, and when I seen the other things, like, okay, fine, I'll buy it. But it was cool. When you first walked in, they give you this little plaid bow thing that you can wear. It's got like a little safety pin and stuff on. It's really, I don't know, it's kind of cute. I love plaid, so yeah, they give you one of those. And then they had a lot of hot guys. Like usually the guys are just like, nah, okay. But the guys were like dressed like so hot, and they had like little like foxtails and stuff. It was so much fun. But anyway, they were handing out this a tartan tail, and it's basically like the story behind it. So it's like, it's got all these cool pictures in it. And the photography is just phenomenal. I love the girl. She's so pretty. I love her. Just her look is just awesome. Just really creative. It's got the story. It's so cool, and it's just this nice little booklet, which I really love. I love it. So that was cool. And then, yeah, so to be honest, I really wasn't interested in anything. The eyeshadows I did not pick up. They have the plaid print on them, and they're bigger than like a normal eyeshadow. They're more like this sized. Actually, they're probably more like this size. So they're about that size, like the mineralized eyeshadows. They had really bad color payoff, and she said you couldn't use them wet because they're not mineralized eyeshadows. So it was like, I didn't really feel like they were worth it. A lot of them had like a luster finish to where, like, you know, it's kind of chunky almost. I don't know. I really did not like the eyeshadows. So, because at first I thought they were really cute, but yeah, I might buy like one of the little eyeshadow palettes or something, but I didn't feel like it was necessary at this point in time. Plus, I couldn't even swatch them because there's so many people. So, yeah, so I basically just checked out like the main thing, not the like holiday gift sets, but the main collection. So yeah, the number one thing that I had to get, that I knew I was going to get, is called the Fairy Glen lipstick. My camera obviously sucks, so it's not going to focus, but I love fairies, and they actually spelled it right, F-A-E-R-I-E, which is like the right way to spell fairy. So I was just so excited when I seen that name. And it's just this really nice nude. It actually looks almost exactly like Buyo Bui. Let me grab it here. Yeah. It's also a luster, and Buyo Bui is also a luster. So let me just show like a comparison. Now, I love Buyo Bui. I'm almost out of it. I really love it. So I knew like getting this lipstick, I would use it. So here's Buyo Bui, and here's the Fairy Glen. Very, very similar. To be honest, on the lips, they look exactly alike. For the most part. I like the Fairy Glen better. Just because It's a tad bit more sheer. So this is the Fairy Glen and this is Buoy Oh Buoy. So it's just a really nice everyday nude. I'm not wearing it, but I'm sure you'll see it in a video because I do love it. But yeah, it's not the same. Here's the Fairy Glen, but Buoy Oh Buoy is so similar. So I think if you already have Buoy Oh Buoy, you don't need it. But I had to get it for the name because I'm obsessed with fairies. So yeah, I picked that up, which I knew I was gonna get. And then I picked up the blush, one of the blushes, her Blooming Cheek, because it's this really, really intense hot pink, and I've worn this a couple times, and I'm sure I'll do a tutorial with it. It is so freaking gorgeous. I don't have anything like it, to be honest. It is so insanely pigmented, though, so you have to have like a light hand when you're applying it on your cheeks, but I think it will be perfect for that winter, you know, when you want that kind of frostbitten look. It is so gorgeous. I love it. But, you know, sheared out, it's really quite wearable. I think darker skin tones are really going to love it. It's kind of harder to pull off when you're lighter, but I think light-handedly, it's fine. I mean, I wore it the other day, and it was so pretty. With a bright pink lip, it was gorgeous. If you want, I can do a comparison. Let me show you. This is the brightest one that I have that looks similar. This is Tippy from MAC, and then this is her Blooming Cheek. So as you can see, way different. This is definitely way more intense hot pink. Different kind of pink too. This is way more blue based. So it is gorgeous. I love it. Absolutely love it. I thought that was like the star of the show, to be honest. It was so pretty. And then the peach one that they had no color payoff at all. Like, me and the other girls couldn't get it onto our skin, and we're like, what's going on with this? So I didn't like that one at all. So otherwise I probably would have got it because it's this really nice peach color, but it didn't show up at all. The next thing I got that surprised me is Style Clan, which is a nail lacquer. I'm actually wearing it on my nails. This looks so pretty in the bottle. On the nails, not as pretty. It is this gorgeous brown with copper flecks, kind of glittery, almost shimmer in it. As you can see, it's so pretty. What it immediately reminded me of was the Notoriety quad, that brown color, which is called Notoriety, which is that brown with the copper flecks. It's really what it looks like. Like, that's immediately what I thought of when I seen it. So there's a slight swatch. But anyway, yeah. So I have it on my nails. Like I said, I chipped one. But it doesn't, the copper sparkles don't really show up as much as you think that they would. Like the first coat they did, but this is just 2 coats and it's full opacity. I really love it because it's dark but it's not black and it's so fall looking. I love this color. So I'm really glad that I got it, but it looks different than it does in the tube. Like, it's definitely darker on the nail than it is in the bottle. And I don't know how well you can see, but it is so pretty. I love it. I'm really glad I got it. I don't have anything like this in my collection, so I felt like getting it. I think this blush also, it reminds me of like Full Fuchsia, which I've been wanting forever, but I never picked it up because I thought it might be too bright. So if you have something like that, you know, this probably isn't that great to you. But I don't have anything this crazy bright, and it's so pretty. I'll show you guys in other videos coming up here what it looks like, I'm sure, because I keep reaching for it. I love it. But yeah, so that's everything I picked up. There was, you know, I couldn't really swatch a whole lot. The rest of the lipsticks in the collection were really beautiful and amazing, but they were dupable, to be honest. There wasn't anything special. The Dazzle Glass creams were really, really pretty. But I have so many lip glosses that I really can't use up. Like, lipsticks don't really go bad, whereas lip glosses do. So I've been kind of, and same with blush, you know, so like I have so many Dazzle Glasses already, and I've never actually run out of a Dazzle Glass, so I need to use them up before I buy other stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of pretty stuff. My sister actually, she came with me. She didn't get anything because nothing really impressed her, so yeah, so that's pretty much the event. It was a lot of fun. It was a little crowded and crazy, but it was still a good time. And I'm really glad that I got this cute little booklet because it's really artsy and pretty. And I actually think that the color on her cheeks is actually a combination. I think it's this blush, her blooming cheek, and then the peach one, just kind of lightly dusted on top. So, but yeah, so that's everything that I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later.